Let me go ahead on and record this right here. D.L. Hughley defends calling Charlie Kirk a horrible human. He called him a horrible human. And I want to listen to the whole thing. I just wanted to listen to what was said because he called him a horrible human. And he's going to explain why he called him a horrible human. So I really don't have to do the, well, here, let's go.
If you can clear things up, people online are saying they're not happy with what you said about Charlie Kirk, that he's a horrible human being after his assassination. You do believe that?
I was clear.
But when the country's calling for civility after what happened,
let's be clear. The country isn't calling for civility. The very leader of this country today was mocking the president, a former president, for having cancer, and telling him not to feel bad.
That what Trump did? He said Trump mocked the former president who said he got cancer. Well, who the hell got cancer? Biden? He said, no, wait. What our president said?
Mocking the president, a former president, for having cancer, and telling him not to feel bad.
Say not to feel bad. I got to hear Trump say that right there, like in context. I need some context now. Maybe he did. I would just like to hear in the context. Go ahead.
So the leadership of this country is not calling for civility.
Okay.
I have said very plainly, I do not think that young man should have lost his life.
Okay.
That doesn't negate the horrible things that he said that hurt people that look like him.
Okay.
So I'm unequivocal. I've been clear about what I said. I certainly do not think that man should have lost his life for what he said. But I thought that what he said was deplorable. And I think that anybody that pretends like you can't tell me you heard what he didn't hear what he said, but you heard what Jimmy Kimmel said. That's unreasonable.
Well, what did he say?
And you can't tell me that we're calling for civility. One time has this president called for civility at all?
Well, we ain't caring about the president right now. We talking about Charlie. What did Charlie say?
No. At all. Not even an olive branch. He said today, I'm supposed to be better than I know.
Shout out to Trump. Sounds supposed to be better than I know it. All right. I'm going with you. I want to get down to the horrible human part. I want to get down to that right now.
what did you think of the Democrats who voted against that resolution in the House to honor Charlie Kirk? Do you think it's okay just to honor the fact that he debated the other side and was open to? I mean, even Van Jones said he invited him on his show.
Let's not bring Van Jones into a conversation. That's probably the wrong messenger to speak to me about. I think that, and I'll be clear, I think every man has the right to express himself.
Okay.
I think the things that he said, I don't believe that just because the pilot is black, he's unqualified.
You say, I don't believe that just because a pilot is black, he's unqualified. I think I spoke about that right there. That's not what he said. That's not what Charlie said. But I'm going to let him say it.
Just because the pilot is black, he's unqualified. I don't believe that women don't possess the brain power to be intelligent enough to not have set aside to be responsible for their job.
Whoa, what? So he's saying that Charlie said that he don't think that women is what?
I don't believe that just because the pilot is black, he's unqualified.
Okay.
I don't believe that women don't possess the brain power to be intelligent enough to not have set aside to be responsible for their job.
To not be intelligent enough to not be responsible for their job? Is that what he said?
Be intelligent enough to not have set aside to be responsible for their job.
I don't know.
I don't believe that black people are responsible for most of the violence in this country.
I don't believe that black people is responsible for most of the violence.
Black people are responsible for most of the violence in this country.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
Okay. All right. Is black people responsible for most of the violence in the country? Let me ask my yalla la. Is black people responsible for wait. Is black people responsible for the majority of the violence in the country? I don't know the numbers right now, so I don't know. I don't see it. Violent crimes by black offenders is apparently predominantly interracial. It's something like that right there. Although violent crimes by white offenders is apparently stronger interracial. In that 96% white offenders choose white I don't know, but they're not giving me an answer. But go ahead.
Charlie Kirk said that? I mean,
Yes.
I don't think he...
Okay.
He said that... He talked about gun violence, but he hasn't blamed it all on the black
He
community.
said, let's be clear. He said it's gang murders, right?
Hold on. All right. Bam. I jumped in too soon, but right when he said that Kirk said that black people
In this country. I don't believe that. Set aside to be responsible for their job. I don't believe that black people are responsible for most of the violence in this country.
that black people are responsible for most of the violence in the country. That's what he said. Kirk said. I don't know whether he said it or not, but undoubtedly the interviewer believes that Charlie didn't say it. So here we go.
I don't believe that.
Charlie Kirk said that? I mean,
Yes.
I don't think he...
Yes.
He said that he talked about gun violence, but he hasn't blamed it all on the black
He
community.
said-
He said he talked about gun violence. He don't blame it all. DL say all. Say Charlie blamed all the violence in the country. That was his words. All the violence. Buddy saying, no, I don't think he said all.
He said, let's be clear. He said it's gang murders, right?
There's a lot of gangs. There's Latin gangs.
Well,
there's...
here's the thing.
He finna say, so you know what he mean? No, dog. If he says gang murders, which we've done some report on the MS-13s too, there's more than just black gangs. But come on.
There's a lot of gangs. There's Latin gangs.
Well,
there's...
here's the thing.
No, we don't.
Respectfully,
Yes.
I'm not one of those people who tends to say things he doesn't mean. I don't say things blindly.
I don't say things blindly. I think you just said something blindly, and because the dude challenged you on it, you went to, you know what he mean.
I know, and you know, Charlie Kirk says problematic things.
So now, in general, you know Charlie Kirk says some problematic things. But you were just talking about the gangs. You was talking about the gangs. Hell, he said all crime. And then you went to, he talked about the gangs, didn't he? Yeah, but it's more than black gangs.
Latin gangs.
There's Latin gangs. What
Here's
is
the thing.
See, and now he have to find a way. He trying to find a way to respond to this shit. And this would be the problem. And he'll probably get on his shows to where he is not challenged and just say this shit, and then other black folks will be like, yeah, he said all the crime is because of black folk. Now, again, I don't know whether he did or not. I'm just saying. But right here, obviously, Charlie didn't say what he said because he got challenged and then he got stuck.
Respectfully,
Yes, hell, angels would be considered a gang
not
too.
one of those people who tends to say things he doesn't mean. I don't say things blindly. I know, and you know, Charlie Kirk says problematic things. And if he wasn't, you wouldn't get fired for posting the things he said.
You and I know that he said some problematic things. I'm going to agree with him that Charlie said some problematic things. Watch this. Charlie said some things as far as men can't be women. Women can't be men. Children shouldn't be on puberty blockers. The boys and girls shouldn't share the same bathrooms. We shouldn't have trans folk competing with women. So technically, those are problematic things to the left. So he's right. He's right. He did say some problematic things, you know. And basically, if people wasn't doing things in the way of the Lord, in the way of Jesus and all of that fly stuff, then those would be problematic if you was not following the word of God. So he's right. I'm not going against that right there. But that part where he tried to put on the way that man said that black folks is responsible for all the crime. We play too much. Moving right along. I ain't gonna be much on you.